So everyone, welcome to Power Play with CJ. Today we're going to talk about the 14-year, $100 million contract, or in excess of $100 million contract. The Philadelphia Flyers signed Shea to an offer sheet that Nashville has the opportunity to match. Obviously, we've talked about Philadelphia's defense woes with Pronger possibly having career and injury ad nauseum here, but it's still. Shea Weber's possibly the best defenseman in the league, in my opinion. It's what it is. I think Nashville's gonna match it. They have to. Otherwise, Poyle looks like the biggest idiot on the face of the planet. But having said that, is this a sign he wants out? Not necessarily, because knowing he signed it off sheet, Poyle can match it, and technically Holmgren could have done Nashville's work for them. But at the same time, if he wants out, what do? You can't trade him for another year once you sign the offer sheet. If Nashville were to match it, you can't trade him for a calendar year. But I think if Philly really wanted him, they would have done what Burke did, and to get Kessel from the Bruins, and that's give them the assets they wanted instead of the offer sheet. That way, everyone really got what they wanted, and the Bruins ended up getting a Stanley Cup out of it with Sagan. But like I said, I think it's going to get matched. I think if Nashville doesn't match it, I give them a 5-year window before they're playing in Hamilton, Ontario, or Quebec, Seattle, Houston, anywhere but Nashville. And that's not a good thing to say, but I think that's realistically could be the downfall of the franchise, is losing a guy like this. So I think Poyle has to realize this is a contract you got to sign. He's better than Suter, significantly, and I never hid the fact that on the show that I always considered him to be leaps and bounds above Ryan Suter. I thought they played off each other well, but there was no denying who the alpha male in that tandem was, and that's number 6. So like I said, hopefully, for the sake of the Predators and talking hands in Tennessee, it gets matched. But I think it'd be a real intriguing thing if he ended up in Philly. I think they would be definitely the favorites in the East, which is every team is Achilles heel for them. It's the goaltending, but with the forwards and the grit they have in that lineup, with a guy like Shea Weber on the back end, with with Shen, with guys like Tiemann and Coburn, pretty deep defense back there, and be a pretty intriguing thing. So we'll see how it all shakes up. That's all I got in this episode of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the off season and beyond. Later, guys.